It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Colts leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Colts and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They go play action. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check match, check match.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Still going. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Okay, ready?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Touchdown. Alec Pierce from 8 yards out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on.
Come on, set!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. At the Panthers' 46-yard line. A short pass pulled in by Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. Touchdown Colts. Jelani Woods. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they...
The Indy off. It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
2 touchdowns for him already in this 1st half. This one good for a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Go, check! Go, check!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Young. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Young. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Young off the play fake. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go now.
First down, Colts.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Washington. A gain of 30. First down.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Go, Reed. Go, check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. He finds Taylor, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Ready, check.
Leads to second and goal.
Hey, check that, check that.
Here's Taylor again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here is Young. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Chase Young in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Alert!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Okay, right?
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw again. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after. But they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules, and that time the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Young. And he strike. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Yellow, check pink, black swap.
Young working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Young now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to Pittman. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, smash Bronco. Check, Panther.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kenny Pickett leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Damian Pierce, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll let that one. The Colts, they'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now first and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It's a quarterback sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts just continue to roll. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking.
Ready, ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And some space here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here we go, check.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Check match.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
That one finds Pierce right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Here we go, here we go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Let's go now.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Roll.
On the handoff, Taylor. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, check that. Ready.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. They go short after a gain of 3, 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball. So up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And strong running. Down to the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the...
Come on, set.
Young looks to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man is Mingo. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
On the set, striker.
One last shot for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Indianapolis, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.